So Kev, a good test tonight against League One opposition. What can you take away from tonight's outing?
Yeah, loads. I think it was a really good game. You know, I thought we started ever so well, and loads of good stuff first half. You know, and you've got to say against a really good side who obviously Championship last year, and you know Matt strengthened again, and we'll get them really competitive in League One, I'm sure. So, you know, really pleased with the whole game really in terms of, you know, they're probably a couple of weeks ahead of us. I think this is probably one of their last ones, you know, before they start their season. So, you know, there's a lot of good stuff from our point of view.
Yeah, and just over 60 minutes for the starting 11 tonight. Was tonight a little bit about taking things up a notch and getting the lads closer to fitness to where you want to be come the start of the season? Yeah,
absolutely. I think it's, you know, part of the process of had 245s now onto the 60s. A lot of their fitness will come through match minutes now as well, because they've had a real tough couple of weeks. So pleased with a lot of them, you know, and how they come through and unscathed. You know, pleased with a lot of the performances as well.
In terms of the match action itself, Bridges had a couple of really good chances in the first half, just gone past the post. Second half, Tom Hopper's come on, quick succession, twice gone close again. The players really stood up well to the challenge against League One players, didn't they?
Yeah, of course. And you know, I think there was we started the game really well, as I say, a couple of really good moments. But I thought our intensity was good. You know, and our mixture in that game of when we're in behind, when we took care of the ball was good. And the subs come on and add another little bit of injection, and you know, Hop's unlucky not to score. Is a great ball by Gus, I've got to say. So yeah, really pleased in terms of that, and the intensity and the application of everyone was good.
And of course, back at Roots Hall for the first outing of pre-season, just under 2,000 fans here. How good was it for some of the new lads, the sort of, well, 4 signings that you made, but three new signings that haven't played at Roots Hall to get a taste of it here and in front of the home fans?
Of course, yeah. I think, as you say, Goody's experienced it, but for Slavy, who I thought led the line really well and showed he can compete as a somewhat of a target man if you want at times, because he battled against real physical centre halves. I thought Sam Austin worked his socks off and showed glimpses, you know, around the final third of what he can do, and Harry Boyes, with the quality he's got, was ever so good as well. So pleased, you know, on a nice slick pitch with rain, and it made it good, and it was an intense game that we needed, and I think they needed as well. And I think it was good for us to, you know, get minutes on a nice pitch as well. You know, we haven't been able to train properly at the training ground just yet, and I think the lads were a bit stiff from a 4G yesterday, so it was nice to have the great pitch in good condition as well.
Definitely, and similar test coming up on Saturday, and getting the players ready, recovered for that one, a similar sort of test coming up.
And listen, we've almost purposely picked a really tough pre-season for the lads, because it's important we get over the back end of last year and the disappointment at the end of it, of course. So we've got some real tough ones, you know, and almost on purpose, because we want the lads to have to work really hard and have to perform at a level that makes you competitive against really good sides. We see that with Cardiff, we see it tonight, you'll see it Wimbledon, who've now gone to League One, and obviously Charlton, who've now got promoted to the Championship. So they're all tough ones, and you've got to look at pre-season as a whole and in the games that we've got, and they're tough ones, and I thought the lads stood up to it ever so well today.
Yeah, and those sort of tougher opposition that want to play against us as well, so it shows, you know, moving in direction, like compared to other pre-seasons in the past, these teams want to face us. Yeah,
that's right, exactly. And you know, it's a real good programme as home games for us, you know, for the club as well, in terms of the profile of clubs. And I think if you ask Luton how tough the game was, I think they'll tell you they've had a real tough workout today. And you can pick pre-season games and go win them 4-5-0, and the players probably won't get a workout as good. So we've gone tough this season, you know, and I think, you know, as far as it's gone so far, they've stood up to it really well, and you know, been really pleased with the application.
Cheers, Kev. Thank you.
How pleased are you with where we are at this stage?
Yeah, listen, I am, in terms of fitness levels look good. You see that tonight. The strength of the squad's good. There's stuff we've still got to get right. You know, we haven't been able to train fully at the training ground yet, for certain reasons. We've still got to get, and these are for me the basic stuff. You know, like the GPS has got to be. We can't monitor the players just yet. That's coming. Reviewing games has been difficult. So because we got an analyst coming, we need new analysts coming in. So they're bits that we've got to get right. But in terms of the whole structure of everything and where it's at, and squad-wise, pleased. We still know one or two bits of areas that can we improve maybe. But for new lads that have come in, I thought they've fitted in very well. And the trip to Spain was brilliant for that in terms of the amount of training we got with them and the togetherness we got.
And player-wise, are we still looking? Are we still talking to people? What's the latest in terms?
Yeah, listen, we'd still like to do something if we can, and hopefully something's ongoing with that.